Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got a get ready with me video for y'all today on this look right here using hard candy goodies. So I've got quite a lot of goodies here and just kind of getting ready together with you guys on camera today. So that's what we're doing. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do get ready with me's, new at the drugstore, reviews, favorites, empty, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are doing this look right here. So let's get to it. Okay, so I've already applied some skincare. So I'm gonna use this because I couldn't find another foundation option to use. This is the Hard Candy Sheerly Me Tinted Moisturizer, and I have it in 110, so I'm probably gonna want more coverage than this, probably gonna use more concealer, but I'm just gonna apply this with a brush and a slightly more generous amount than I normally would for a regular foundation. Yeah, definitely very light coverage, kind of evened out my skin tone a little bit, made my blemishes a little bit less obvious. I was trying to get a piece of mascara off the side of my eye and scratched on my face, so now it looks all red. Okay, yeah, this is like just really kind of evening out my skin tone. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this concealer, which is too light for me, so this may be a mistake. The Glamouflage Full Coverage Concealer, I have it in Fair. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this kind of on like the areas of my face I want a little bit more coverage, just kind of, you know, a few little spots just to get some coverage. So using a sponge to kind of help press it into the skin. Applying some eyeshadow primer. I'm just using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I think that combo worked pretty well of the tinted moisturizer with the concealer. Just kind of gave like a light evening of the skin tone with the tinted moisturizer and then the concealer in just certain places. I actually really like that. Okay, I applied my brows, didn't have a hard candy brow product, so just put on something else. So now I'm gonna set that eyeshadow primer with the Stay and Slay translucent setting powder. Just going over that primer. I like to do this, it's just kind of become part of my routine. Okay, so I'm gonna use some of these Eye Def eyeshadow markers, but first I'm gonna start with a little bit of bronzer in my crease. This is the Instant Summer Natural, and this is in the shade Tan. So just gonna get some of this, tap off my brush, and apply this into my crease, just kind of lightly apply it to my lid, just to get an initial sort of blend in the crease. I really, really like that bronzer on the eyes. I think that looks so pretty. Just for like a quick sort of eye look, that is really, really pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna use one of the Eye Def eyeshadow markers in Pony, which is this really pretty kind of taupey, purpley color. Now the thing with these is they set really quickly. So I'm gonna work in small sections. I'm gonna use this kind of more dense brush. This is a Vera Mona. I don't even know, but it's just kind of a smaller, denser brush. And I'm gonna kind of go back and forth of like getting it on my brush, but then also kind of applying it directly to my lid and just sort of get this built up. But I like to work in small sections with these shadow markers. Yeah, see, like that quick, that's already setting. So it's just very, very quick. So you gotta work in very small sections. And you can definitely blend them into your crease, but I just find if I use a bronzer, I get a little bit better blend than I would with just something like this. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of the bronzer. Clean up my brow bone with a little bit of the powder. I very, very rarely put any kind of like a shimmery color or anything up on my brow bone. I don't like that look on me personally. I like it on other people, but for me, I don't know. I just can't get it to look a way that I like it. I like more of a matte brow bone. This color is very kind of gray, and I don't love gray colors on me. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this shade, which is Cold Brew. This is more of a coppery shade. So I'm gonna go over the top and apply some of this coppery shade to get a little bit less of a gray look. And now I'm gonna get Bubbly, which is a really pretty kind of champagne color, and put this more on the inner part of my lid just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Now let's use this one, the coppery shade, right along my lash line as my liner. These set just so quickly that I really feel like they are best for a liner or a smudgy liner if you work quickly, because they definitely work on the lids. You just have to work so fast with them. I think they're just really best for an eyeliner kind of a product because they're so long wearing and fast setting. Okay, put some mascara on. So back to the concealer. Again, this is not the ideal color match for me. It's light and it's very, very yellow, but I'm still gonna use it. Just gonna use a little bit under my eyes and blend this in. Oh, it's just so not the right color for me. First using a brush to apply it really lightly, then with the sponge. And I'll probably use my fingertip too. Yeah, just yellow tone concealers do not work for me. Mainly because my under eye discoloration is kind of bluish, purpley, so I really need more pinky or at least peachy tones under my eyes to kind of help cancel out that discoloration. Whereas yellow, I mean, that's definitely better than no concealer for sure, but the color is just not the color correcting sort of tone that I personally need for under my eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna set my whole face with the powder again. And I'm gonna start with my T-zone area. I really do like this powder. Even though it has more of a yellowish tint to it, it still works for me personally. I can still make it work. And I like how it looks on the skin. It's pretty. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. I wouldn't say that it looks overly hydrating. Yeah, my concealer looks kind of dry and not very color corrected or perfected, so not loving the under eyes, but overall the powder I think looks pretty nice on the skin. Okay, now for cheek products. So I'm gonna use this Face Off Highlight Luminous Glow Stick. And I'm just gonna get some of this and apply it with my finger, kind of the warmth of my finger to warm it up. And then, oh, my battery's about to die. And then kind of dab this on my cheekbones. This is really just kind of more of a clear but glowy highlighter. There are other shade options, but this one, what did I say it is? This is Rich Rich, is really just more of a, mostly a clear with a little bit of a glow. I like it more than I thought I would though. Let's see how long this battery can go for before I get cut off in the middle of talking. Okay, now I'm gonna use these Face Off other products. So bronze first. I have this in Chocolate Drip. I got this shade because my battery didn't die, but my camera just cut off in the middle of me talking. But I picked Chocolate Drip because I was hoping it would have kind of more of a reddish tone to it versus orangey. And I think yes, but I still have to be really light-handed with it. Like that right there is too much. But it does kind of have more of a reddish tone to it, which I love in a bronzer. But you saw how little I used. It takes very, very little. A little bit goes a long way. And, you know, for me, I have to be really light-handed with this particular shade. These blend so well and they look really beautiful on the skin. I am definitely a fan of these products. And then I love, love, love these, the Face Off blushes, luminous blushes. I think I'm gonna start with Be Real. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Be Real, which is kind of more of a neutral, lighter shade. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of Born Yesterday, which is a really pretty pinky shade. Look how pretty this looks on the skin. These are beautiful. I'm kind of stippling and I'm just barely touching. I'm not doing a ton of pressing or pushing. I'm just kind of very lightly applying and sort of like, I don't know, what would you call that? Sort of strokes. Now Born Yesterday, I'm just gonna use the tiniest little bit of this one because it's a really cute brighter pink. Already that was too much, so I had to get a little bit off my brush. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of Rich, the highlighter, and just barely dab, just to keep that on the high points of my cheeks. This is really growing on me the more times that I use it. And then last up for lips, I'm gonna use these two products, the Insta Pout lip liner in Perfect Match, and then the Insta Pout Plumping lip gloss in First Kiss. I like the formula of this liner, but and it has a little brush on the end, so just so you know. But I don't love this color for me personally, so I'm just gonna use it really lightly, more just for kind of shape. But I wish I could find a more kind of pinky neutral color. These glosses smell really good, like vanilla and mint together. All right, you guys, so here's the finished look. I really like how it all came together. The cheek products are definitely my favorite products for sure, but I also really love the gloss, and even the eye products, the markers, I think work well kind of in certain ways. You just kind of have to like work with them in different ways. But, oh, and I like the powder too. So a lot of things in here that I'm a fan of, and I love the bronzer. I've loved that before. I think it's just such a beautiful one. So yeah. Had a fun time getting ready with you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below if you've tried any of these products or what you've been loving lately. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.